headed out to the base's enlisted club to celebrate. He was seen leaving the club alone after last call. But investigators have never been able to piece together what happened between then and the next afternoon when his body was found. It's unclear whether Vaught ever left the base, the agent said. It's also possible that a lot more people were at Naval Base Charleston that night since it was a holiday. In the 1980s, the comings and goings on base were a lot different than they are now, the agent said. It being New Year's Eve is a whole different dynamic, too, of what might have been going on that night in terms of folks going on and off to parties or events. The smallest detail could be the missing piece of this puzzle, Abbott said. She and the agent urge people to share any memories they have of Vaught that night. I just want people to put some effort into thinking, when's the last time I saw Kim, Abbott said. Reach out. No matter how funny, stupid or insignificant it might seem, just come forward because that might be the one little catalyst that's going to start the ball rolling. The agent on Vaught's case also urges anyone who celebrated the New Year in Charleston that night to look at old photos to see if he's in them. That includes gatherings both on and off the naval base, she said, since his whereabouts during close to a 12-hour window are still unknown. Abbott and her family have stayed in contact with naval investigators over the decades. As the years drag on, she admits feeling frustrated that the case has gone unsolved. Still, she added, she's grateful they're still working on the case, which she acknowledges has been a challenging one. She wants answers about her brother's death during her lifetime. In his eulogy, Vaught's older brother called him the main inspiration and delight to our family, who in moments of difficulty was a beacon, and Abbott's mother, who referred to Vaught as her sunshine child, never got to learn the truth about what happened to him. My heart is so heavy, Vaught's mom wrote in a letter after her son's death. I am so angry at what they did to my little one. Kimberly Sean Vaught holding the nephew named for him. Courtesy of Kathy Abbott. When Vaught was murdered, Abbott was already dealing with a devastating loss. She lost her husband soon after they married. When Vaught went home for what would be his last Christmas with his family, the sailor vowed to take care of her and her family. Abbott has 2 children, both named in honor of Vaught, a son named Sean and a daughter named Jamie. Her brother, Abbott said, once told her he hoped to someday name his own daughter Jamie, revisiting the details surrounding her brother's murder in the effort to finally solve the case hasn't been easy for Abbott. She's a private person, she said, and many of her current friends weren't even aware she'd lost a brother to murder all those years ago, but, Abbott added, she needs answers. The agent working the case urged anyone with information about Vaught's final hours to have the courage to speak up. It's time to do the right thing by this family who has always been engaged in wanting to bring this to resolution, she said. Anyone with information can submit tips anonymously through the NCIS Tips mobile app or at www.ncis.navy.mil.